'cause the violence faces everything. When the gas runs out, just wreck it and you insure the thing. I don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Sign out that you made the move. It has gone and gone to dogs. Lay down on the floor. For the right price I can get everything. Slip into the car, go driving to the farthest star. I don't need to walk around in circles, walk up in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around there. Don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around there.
Angelo, are you gonna?
Ain't gonna be my bed tonight. 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 Ain't gonna be
Yeah. You wanna play with your Mario games. I had a big Rames as a big Tames. Cause Mario might be super, but I'm super duper with a big tuber. Cause no one's gonna hit it like me, cause Mario has a big C. But I got the A plus on that test because it's a big mess. Mario might be a Superman, but I'm gonna have a big tan. He might have went to the past to the future, but I'm gonna make the new game have the neutral. Man, the Mario can't play like the T-dubs on the May. Man, you wanna hit it down with the big town? Man, he can't be like the Big Brown. My boy Emo, he has a Semo. And Seth and Emo, once they get together, they're gonna be the team of the meme. You see, my boy Seth, he can rap like the meth. That's on the test. Man, you can't even hit it with a big nest. Man, you can't beat him because he's gonna see him. Man, he's gonna hit it down with a big town. I'm gonna make it round. I had a big town in A-town. I came from a place named Charlotte. My boy Kevin Bartolacci, he's gonna hit it down like a Bartolacci. He can skateboard like the top boy Tony Hawk. But you think Tony Hawk's so cool, well Kevin got some more of the fold. He's gonna unfold it like the toilet. Man, once that man made the toilet, everybody thought it was so awesome. But it's gonna be a toss-em up between my boy Kevin and that man. And see, today is the day that I'm gonna play the game with the big brain. I'm gonna show you what's up and what's not up, because it's going down in my town. You write me down in your books, cause I'm gonna have the hooks, or the big tricks. Man, all the ladies want me, but it's gonna be a game that plays the rain of the Mario. See, he is a princess, but I get all the others. Hot princesses. He wants one, I want all the others because it's gonna be a southern. See, I'm the pimpin' man of the big rant, and you wanna be in the band. Well, I'll be your main man to get you out of that rant. Because it's coming down with the town. Everybody knows it's gonna be found in the big round town. Play this, boys, cause it's nothing with the toys. Kinda quit playing with your toys, cause the Mario ain't even an Atario. You wanna play the Barrio? I have the toys of the Moys, and everybody knows it's coming down with the toys of the boys. Man, my boys don't even play with games anymore. They're on the reins of the dames. Man, you wanna hit it down with the town? I had a big brown. I had a big town of A bound. I rebound that ball and shoot it. I'm gonna make it because I'm the top dog. Man, when they want something good, they come to me. Because I'm gonna be like the sea, fast and nice. But I make it, hit it up like a little spice.
Yeah, T-Dub in the club, everybody. That's what he's gonna show you, he's gonna tell you what is up and also what is not up, okay? You feel me on that one? T-Dub in the club. I really wish I had, like, the actual T-Dub in the club. Apparently, as the T-Dub lore goes, he had a bunch of CDRs that he made himself and sold them at a gas station, like, where he lived. He's a high school student when he made that. So, like, that's how that song got online, is because somebody he went to school with fucking got one of those CDs from the gas station and, like, ripped all the tracks and uploaded them. So, that's... Right? With friends like that, who needs enemies? Anyways, all I'm saying is that Mario Be Playin' by T-Dub, that is one of the greatest rap songs of all time, okay? Eminem talks mad shit on all sorts of people, dissing, Eminem talks shit on everybody. But he ain't said nothing about T-Dub, because he fucking knows, okay? We've all seen the Rap God video, the Max Headroom thing, really cool, Eminem. But Eminem versus T-Dub, I don't think so, dude. You're going to be dropping that mom spaghetti left and right, my man, okay? You want a big games with the big rames? Eminem can't. He cannot step to that, okay? My man, Thomas W. Reno, okay? Spitting bars. Love him or hate him. He's spitting bars, okay? Anyways, welcome to Gatorbox, everybody. Welcome, Daniel. What's going on? welcome to welcome to that wasn't the Trump this that was T-Dub. That was the name of the rapper from the Mario song. That's what he called himself. Hang on, wait, I saw that pop up before it popped up on screen. Goose, thank you for 52 months. If that was a subscription every week, you would have been subscribed for a whole year. Instead, that's 52 months, so that is 4 1/3 years. There we go. Thank you, Goose. I appreciate it. 52 months. He's got that. Goose had that. He's got that founder's badge locked in, by the way. You know. So you got bow in the presence of royalty. Okay, very regal looking with that little number 1. Okay. Welcome to Gatorbox, everybody. I'm your host Draco. It is the first stream of December. It's not really anything special in particular about that. We generally don't do special things in December aside from the season finale at the last show of the month. But as you guys can see, as Daniel has pointed out, we have some very sexy cards here. And we got this big monstrosity here that Rocker and Beryl Haya sent in earlier this year. This, of course, is the cassette roulette. It has become a new feature on this stream, and if I was smart, I would have made its own. I would have made it a special layout, okay? But I didn't because I just looked at chat and H2O Mask Man is writing stuff. Somebody whose emote is that? That is SCXCR has an actual Twitch emote of T-Dub. Okay? It's like a cartoon version of T-Dub, and I think it's hilarious. And H2O Mask Man says, it's the reason of the season for the meason, okay? That is definitely a T-Dub-esque rhyme right there, okay? Mario is super duper with a big tuper. I kind of understand what that means, okay? I get the implication there. Mario was hung, all right? I get it. You know, that's why can he outdo Bowser? Because Peach keeps getting, that bitch keeps getting, she keeps snoozing around with that guy. I don't know what's going on there. It's, one of these is not like the other. Are you talking about Nick Wilde over there from the Zootopia unbox last week? So yeah, we're doing the cassette roulette, and if this is your first time catching this, we got 10 cassette tapes here. I know what they are, but of course you guys don't. Because they are covered by playing cards that are the Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball cards that Ghost of Cerberus sent into the channel a million years ago. So we got this character on Ace through 10, then we got this character also on Ace through 10. Of course, just so you guys know I'm not a fucking weirdo, each of the different 4 suits in the deck have a different female character on them, and these are the 2 that I know are canonically at least 18 years old. So you can't call me a creep. Don't even try. Don't even write the comments. I will ban you from this channel. I will sue you into oblivion. I will inspect element in your posts and make it look like you are saying something libellous against Mr. Billy Mitchell, and he will sue you until you are so destitute that he will own your YouTube channel and everything you ever make from it, and you will be stuck making slop content with zoomed in thumbnails, yellow text, and red arrows for the rest of your miserable existence, okay? By the way, coupon code Carl Lost, 10% off on that hot sauce. Thanks, Billy. Shout outs to Billy! Alright, so we're going to pick a card, and we're going to listen to the tape that corresponds to. Many of these tapes have appeared on this roulette multiple times, but we're only going to pick 3. And then we're going to listen to them and, see what we get. And that's really it. Looking at it, this one, the ace has appeared before, the 3 has appeared before, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, and that's it. The rest, half of them are new to the roulette, half of them are not. And as luck would have it, I'm pretty sure, I think 3 has been on it the most times, and it's never landed on 3. I can tell you right now, 3 is a Thrift Town find from 11 years ago when we did the show out of San Antonio, and you guys know the mythos about Thrift Town, okay? So, anyways, let's see here. I'm feeling pretty lucky. Okay? I'm just gonna pick the one right here off the top. All right? I'm not even gonna jazz it up. We're just going with the top card, okay? The top card, end quote, T-Dub. Here we go. Number 7, which is not the one that was the Thrift Town card. Number 7, again, I don't know who these characters are. I would have known at one point. I knew the names of these characters the week we played this game, and by Saturday I forgot. Okay? So, Tape number 7 is... I want to say this one had a book that it came with, but I have no idea where the book is. It was like a teaching guide or something, and I don't know what happened to it. I think if it's the thing if it's the thing I think it is, I think I left this sitting in my garage, just like outside of a tote, and I think like bugs ate it. So I think I may have thrown it away. So, whoops. You didn't miss out on much, anyways. Tape number 7, which probably needs to be updated because it is on cassette and it's going to be out of date, is the president's rap. Okay, from Washington to Clinton. So that's it definitely needs to be updated. Can we zoom in on that? Can we look at that? Look at George, dude. He's about to spit some bars. You guys heard about T-Dub? You want to find out who has a big tooper? They're gonna say LBJ, all right? They're gonna say that. The legends of American leadership live on in classical, gospel, light opera, rock, pop, and rap. 12 entertaining songs, all right? You feel me? That must be the logo of the weird comic book bird character who sings these songs. I have no idea who that is. Sarah Jordan presents the President Rap. Here's the track listing on this. What is a president? George Washington gets his own song, okay? Then you got the 4 guys that came after him. Oh, what a time it was. I don't know why I defaulted. Was that the Doobie Brothers? Oh, what a night. Waiting in line just to cast my vote. Rain or shine, I'm gonna mark a box. What a candidate, what a night. The whole fucking song just popped into my head. We're not gonna get a Trump diss track here, but I think honestly, if Trump did a rap, MC Trump, there is a song on here that I think is interesting. It's called This Cold War Stuff. That song is 7.5 minutes long. It is the longest one on the album, so that's good. We got Time for a Change. That was one of my favorite songs from the Brady Bunch, I think. And this is from 1992, so Clinton would have just been in office and not been around long enough for anybody to rap about anything he's done. So this was before he got a blowy in the White House, so that's not going to be on the tape, all right? A Cold War song, you're right, it should be the longest song. Let's see what we got in the way of liner notes. None. Like I said, it came with a booklet, and it's, I don't have the booklet, so... I do like that specifically the song Time for a Change. Specifically, that one does say that one is credited to Sarah Jordan, who is apparently, I don't know if that's a name or if that's a company, because that name has a trademark symbol after it. So yeah, this is interesting. This is a Canadian company, so why the fuck are you rapping about American presidents? You want to be us so bad. You guys want to be, I mean, maybe not anymore, but at one point you really did, so, alright. Yeah, we're not gonna have an Obama diss track. He was like 3 presidents later. My fellow Americans, please, DJ, drop the beat. Now, man, somebody must have listened to this one all the way through. They really wanted to hear these Clinton songs. Bush, yeah, but it's not even George W.'s not going to be on here. It's not going to. Like I said, this tape is just new enough to mention Clinton by name, and that's probably it. You think there's a poker rap that exists for all the presidents? You could probably do that, You could just do the poker rap song, I want to be the best there ever was to get all the votes, and it's like Washington, Adams, Jefferson, the other Adams, whatever. Just start naming the last names, okay? It's still going. They actually did listen to this tape. I mean, I guess if I could spend an afternoon rewinding all of these tapes to the beginning, but it would take too much time, okay? I don't have that kind of time investment. We got a song on here called The Spirit of Lincoln. Stronger than before. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Oh, here we go. You guys ready for this? All right. Come on, I want to know what the presidents are. Oh, is this live? Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the Presidents of the United States.
I love that. Lump sat alone in a buggy mush.
President, what does he do? What does he do?
Okay, I'm not excited now.
Me and you. He's only human, and he does the best he can. Looking out for every woman, child and man. Imagine you and a friend can't get along. You think you're right and your friend is wrong. But even though you may not like the debate, it's freedom of speech that makes our country great. And that freedom comes from the Constitution that was signed after the American Revolution.
Uh-huh.
The document straightened out a lot of things, and it gave us...
Yeah, but it didn't straighten out all the things, though, because we have amended that many times, okay? I think we've amended it something like 28 times or something like that after the fact. After the first 10, we were like, oh, shit, they didn't fucking account for all this stuff. We gotta, we gotta institute some changes here. Let's vote on that.
to look after those things. What is the president? What
I love this, man. This is like if Mavis Beacon tried to rap instead of teaching you how to type.
me and you? He's only human, and he does the best he can, looking out for every woman.
That's such a fucking defeatist thing to say. That's he's only human. He's doing the best he can. Okay, that. What was that fucking Biden's re-election song? Like.
You see, the president leads us in war or peace. He heads the armed forces as commander-in-chief. He has to make decisions and take a stand on the many different problems that face our land. He lives in the White House in Washington, but he's too busy working to have much fun. If the people like what he does while he's there, he'll be re-elected for 4 more years. What is a president? What does he do? What does he try to do for me and you?
Not a whole lot, you know. It's.
He's only human, and he does the best he can, looking out for every woman, child and man. Looking out for every woman, child and man.
It sounds like a sitcom intro is what it sounds like. When they're rapping about getting elected for another term, it just reminds me of the Eric Andre thing. He's like, everyone's celebrating New Year's. I'm celebrating 2 years. 2 more years of Obama. And that's the clip where Hannibal is in the back. He's like, it's not 2 years. It's 4 years. He's not going to quit halfway through. And then everyone in the audience starts booing him. And then he says the line, why are you booing me? I'm right. And that's what that's from, by the way. Is when they're talking about re-election, that's what I'm thinking of. All right, is that just the end of that song? Is that? No, well, that says it's like 2 minutes. Let's hear. I mean, the next song is George Washington. I think we've all heard that before. Yeah, Washington, 6'10", fucking killing for fun. We all know how that one goes.
We take so much for granted in America today. There've been so many changes, things weren't always this way. In 1789, you see, our country was so small. Only 4 million people, just 13 states in all. We had a constitution, but no one...
Okay, I want to start spitting bars about Washington. I want to hear about how he drowned a bus full of orphans or whatever that's saying that. Yeah, he had like 30 goddamn dicks. Yeah, we all know that song.
We all should follow Washington's example. Always try to do the best that you can. In 1759, he married Martha Custis and settled down to life on his farm so fine. In 1774, he was a delegate when the Continental Congress met for the first time. Chosen in 75 as general.
after saying all these years, I gotta let me look up something real quick, okay? Can I just ask? Let me ask. I don't want to keep the music playing because they keep. Let me ask Google. Let's try Google Gemini for something. So here we go. That's so. Then it's. All in my head as they're saying this stuff and reading about this they're talking about George Washington and they're reading off the years he did things. In my head, I'm hearing 1732. George Washington is born on February 22nd in Westmoreland County, Virginia. 1748. He begins his career as a surveyor in Shenandoah Valley at the age of 16. And then it's such and such, and then, in 1799, George Washington dies. In 1992, Judy Jordan records Rock Me Amadeus. So you know what I mean? Like, that's just in my head. They're naming off all the fucking years, and I'm expecting a much better song. Okay, I'm not enthusiastic about Washington here, okay? That's not even the right song. We probably got a song about Abraham Lincoln doing some... He was an important guy, right?
To lead at our defense and introduce the stars and stripes of reverence. Adams became president in 1797. It seemed to the country he was sent from heaven. He tried to avert war with France. He only wanted peace, leaving nothing to chance.
Who's this?
Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe.
Oh, dude, yeah.
These men our country would grow.
We didn't start the fire. Maybe we did, and we probably did.
Good question that makes a lot of sense. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
I don't know. We never figured that out.
A writer and inventor, a scientist, musician, and political mentor. As the third president, Jefferson was one.
These guys don't really have a strong performing voice. But then again, this is like an educational thing. This was something they had. I remember seeing. I never heard this tape as a kid, but I remember seeing it in like my 4th grade teacher's like the shelf of crap she had. There's the song. In 1839, Andrew Jackson paid off the national debt, and it has never been done again in 200 years. I just want you guys to think about that, okay?
These were times so exciting that I bet these were times that nobody can forget. Our president's tried, but couldn't do more as they tried to prevent a civil war.
How'd that go? You tried to do all that stuff, you tried to prevent this. How'd that go? You gonna tell me later in the is that a different song on the? Is that on side B? You gonna tell me how that one went? If we get to the bottom of that, you're gonna dog ear that one, okay? We'll get back to that, okay? Let's see.
Served a lot of roles. Oh, what a time it was. But to be our 8th president was his goal.
We're only on the 8th president. Well, wasn't Clinton like the 42nd or something like that? Like, we got a ways to go. We got a lot of presidents, okay? If I was president, elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday. That's still that song. That's a long... Is that the really long one? I mean, it's like 6 minutes. It's not as long as the Cold War one. I guess it slaps. I'll give it a pass, okay? It's fine. I don't hate it. I don't hate this tape. It's just it reminds me of like 3rd grade, okay? Like early 90s elementary school.
One day that stood above the rest. Those words still live in our memory as the Gettysburg Address. By 1865 the war was won, but Lincoln never lived to see the country reunited in peace and harmony.
Not for long,
He
though.
was killed by a single bullet from John Wilkes Booth's gun. The nation mourned both north and south. A great man's life was done. The spirit of Abraham Lincoln lives in us today.
Preach it.
The love he had for us
Yeah,
all
man.
over America.
The spirit of Abe.
The
Spirit of Abraham Lincoln lives on in every penny that is ever minted to this day. Oh, hang on. Oh no, we definitely left that guy in the past. Never mind. Oh, he's on the $5 bill though. Okay, that's good for him. I love this MIDI synthesized trumpet. This is good. You guys couldn't get an actual trumpet? That's it. That's that one. We're good, right?
country needed healing after so much war destruction. It's ushered in the era of Reconstruction. Looking to the future was the president's chore. To put it back together.
This guy's cadence. This guy's cadence in this song sounds like that big musical number from Billy Madison where Adam Sandler wakes up from being drunk and decides to go back to school and finish the challenge. He is delivering his lines about the fucking reconstructive era of the United States of America in the same cadence as Adam Sandler saying, "Veronica, I thank you for beating the shit out of me. I see things more clearly now. I choose my destiny." Okay? He's saying it in the same way. Let's flip this over. Are they going to talk about AIDS? I don't know. That's a Salt and Pepper tape. I have that one too, but that's not for tonight.
The next president was William Tell, doing many tasks here at home and in the Philippines. He was no stranger to responsibilities. Half-breed in Arizona and New Mexico.
I love like ragtime vaudeville songs about, was they say William Howard Taft or whatever? The problem is that you're trying to say years, right? It's not like you can't say the entire numerical pronunciation of a year and have it make any sense. It doesn't work that way. It's not, you can't do that, okay? Even like, what was that, the Bloodhound Gang? Where they even said like in the year 1972, like they have to enunciate the entire thing, and that is like one entire verse of that song. What, the Great White Hope, whatever it was?
Dealing with problems every day, trying to motivate and coordinate, reviving the economy.
You can't make it sound exciting, you know? Hot Dad wrote a song called Build the Flag that just makes fun of Donald Trump, and it is like 50 times better than everything on this fucking tape. Hey, Roxanne, what's going on, dude? I mean, there was like a Kickbot that posted something in there. I didn't see what he did. He was, oh look, you just said you spoke, and you willed them into existence. You mentioned the bots. You mentioned the bots, and now they're here. All you did was talk and chat. They were waiting. They waylaid you. They're gonna make you redeem the Google Play gift cards. They're gonna make you redeem the Google Play gift cards. My advice to you is do not redeem the cards, okay? Sir, do not redeem. Oh, this is the Cold War song.
After the war, we were rolling again. The only thing that threatened was communism. The Soviets
That's still a threat today. All right.
Capitalism was very dead. Truman was tough, he drew the line. In 1950, it was time to save Korea from the communist threat. After 3 bloody years, the war would end. Washington, Moscow.
Look, I don't think that thing in Korea panned out the way you are saying it did on this tape, okay? I would say this is revisionist, but this was made 30 years ago.
In a deadly game, escalating tensions, both sides are the same. Building bigger weapons, calling that
Yes, but I wish it wouldn't.
Led the Allied forces during World War II. His name was Dwight D. Eisenhower. He was always there when things went sour.
There you go, dude. Rhyming Eisenhower with sour. Ooh, dude.
Peace and prosperity came together at last. The Soviets launched a satellite called Sputnik, you see. We launched Explorer, and everyone agreed that the race for space had started and would never end. Eisenhower was strong, he would never bend. Washington, Moscow,
Like, I know that, like, people, when they clown on that speech that JFK did where he's like, we choose to go to the moon and to do the other things. Like, because he just, I don't know would he forget what he's going to say or something? I don't know. But it's like, people clowning him for that, but this guy is, like, making some pseudo weird, like, I don't fucking know, but what the song is talking about the space race during the Cold War, and you sound less articulate than JFK flubbing his fucking line at the State of the Union. The difference is that the head of the guy who did this song didn't just blow up. It just did that. It was weird. Right, this song is like 15. It's like half the side. It's half the side of this tape, I think. So we're gonna fast forward for a while. I want to hear one more thing. I want to go to the song about. I mean, the one after this is about the Berlin Wall.
The movie Idol led America to get out of recession. He had a plan. A Reaganomics swept across the land.
Reaganomics.
The federal budget, a solution was found, and it turned economics upside down. Someone tried to kill him in 1981, but he was only wounded and recovered soon.
All right, that's this. Whoever's writing these raps, it is slightly better produced than the Derek Savage Cool Cat rap. Okay, it is just marginally better than that because there's no flow, there's no cadence, they don't rhyme. It's terrible. None of it's good. Okay, when you are one click above Derek Savage. Okay, and Derek Savage is at the very bottom. You're above Derek, but you're below T-Dub. That's where you are. Okay, I need another tape. We've burned up like half the unboxed time slot on President rap. more like President's crap. All right, got these cards again. I'm hoping for what is there any of these that I'm hoping for? I mean, I guess not. I think six has the potential to be funny. 4 has a funny name. You know, 2 is one of those things. I have like 4 tapes from this. I guess it's a band or something. I don't know. All right. Who we got? Who do we... Man, who is this fucking... We got these damn... Hang on. Roxanne mentioned in chat that there's like some fucking bot that's like spamming this other channel. Some Spanish channel. I mean, he's probably paying bots to spam his channel because he thinks that like... You know, the 3 people watching Gatorbox on Kick right now are definitely going to go click over to this other channel and watch this other idiot. I tell you what, it doesn't matter. You go click on the other channel, whoever that person is, I can guarantee I'm funnier than them and I'm more articulate and talented than they are. I know we speak 2 different languages, but universally across the board, they don't have a big-ass tape deck with 9 cassette tapes now with titty ladies on it, on a deck of cards that somebody sent to them when they started streaming a decade ago, okay? I am so many leaps and bounds better than the person spamming my chat to go watch his slop content, okay? Anyways, this card. Boom. Number 3. I'm actually kind of excited because card number 3 I mentioned at the start of the damn unbox. This is the Thrifttown one that I have had forever, and I think this has been on the cassette roulette board the most times. And it's never been picked. It's never been picked. And this intrigued me because of the weird copyright surrounding it. Boom. From Pritiz music, okay? We got vocal accompaniment. You can sing, registered trademark, Disney tunes, Beauty and the Beast, Kiss the Girl, Part of Your World, Something There, Under the Sea. Now, but notice that this karaoke tape, the printed lyrics to these songs are not included in this package because Disney will not let you do that. That is copyrighted material. You cannot include you can include a cover of the music that you have performed by your in-house band, but you cannot, if you yourself know the lyrics of Under the Sea, then you can sing that yourself, but we cannot tell you the words to that song, because if we do, robotic Walt Disney will rise from his grave, he will send hitmen to our house, and then he will drain the blood from our corpses to sustain his life force for another week, okay? That's, Gabe Fraley is like, to be frank, a Disney adult will know the lyrics? Yeah, well, guess what? I don't, okay? I don't see no Robin Hood songs on here, so I ain't singing shit. Oodalali? Yeah, I know that. I'll sing that all night long. What? Somewhere out? Who? Someone's watching me? No, I don't know that one. Okay. Sing Like a Star karaoke package. All right, let's see what we got here. This is the Dolby Premium Cobalt Stereo cassette tape used with any cassette player or karaoke unit. Simple how-to instructions and lyric sheet, which is weird they say that when there's no lyrics. Minimum of 10 individual karaoke cuts, 5 stereo accompaniment sides on side A, 5 adjustable vocal demos on side B. So they have somebody singing the lyrics, but they can't include the printed, you know what I mean? Anyways, I just wanted to... There's no liner notes printed on this, but there is this piece of paper that was like in there, and I would imagine this was like... So, here's what we got, okay? This is tape 1057. Your Sing Like a Star tape comes with 10 individual cuts. You get 5 songs. I guess you get the instrumentals and then instrumental with vocals. Same key as the original artist, you know. They tell you a little bit about the different kinds of notes and stuff like that. You can Sing Like a Star hotline. You can request a song, I guess. They'll play something. I don't know. But what I thought was funny is that... What I thought was funny is that this is the piece of paper. This is the piece of paper that's supposed to have the lyrics on it, and they still gave you the sheet. But it says printing license denied. Walt Disney Music Company and Wonderland Music Company Incorporated have denied permission to print the lyrics to this song. Lyrics may be obtained by listening to the vocal demonstration on side 2 of this tape. We are sorry for the... And then they all, like... So that was Kiss the Girl. Beauty and the Beast, also denied. And then the entire pack is the other 3 songs. And it just says denied. And I thought that was the funniest fucking thing because, like, I don't know if they're like ass mad about Disney telling them, yeah, no, you can't print the lyrics to Under the Sea to your stupid pseudo bootleg tape or whatever. It's like, Disney told us no, you're not my real dad. Fuck you, Disney. So, I don't know, but so let me get this tape, and we got, so I think Sing Like a Star. This is gonna be the music, and then they said vocal accompaniment. I don't know if that means like, it says vocal demos, so I don't know if that's like that's voice only. I don't know. But like I said, this was one of those Thrift Town finds we got. Somebody, man, the last person that had this tape also listened. They must have been big Disney fans. They must have known the words, okay? So, but I remember when I was looking through at Thrift Town, they had a few of these with like the little blue spine with the cover. It's mostly like pop music and things like that. And it was just like other, I think it was like, there's like an Elton John one. I remember it's like a Beatles one and stuff like that. And those did have the lyrics. The only ones that didn't was this one. And I was looking at it, and I was going to get the Disney one anyways because I thought it was just kind of amusing that it was like a Disney like cover songs and stuff. And then I saw that there was all these. This was the only one that had a bunch of asterisks after all the titles. And then I was like, oh, it's a karaoke tape, but they don't even give you the fucking lyrics. It's like, then I thought that was funny. So I bought this years before we ever thought of doing the first. I bought this in like 2014, I think, when I lived in San Antonio, because I lived there's Thrift Town. It's probably still there. It's on Thousand Oaks Drive in Hollywood Park, Texas, which is the suburb of San Antonio. It's on Thousand Oaks, and I used to live at a place that was like catty corner to Thousand Oaks Drive, and it was like half a mile away from me, so I would go there all the time, and I would find all sorts of wacky shit for the stream there. A lot of our early unboxes came from that place, and all of them are good. What's this one? Beauty and the Beast? Yeah. I mean, maybe they didn't get the license for the music either. Hello? Oh, there we go. Cause I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be except asleep in my room, dreaming about you and me. Yeah, that's the song, right? That's how it goes? It sounds like it. I don't fucking know. I mean, it's just gonna be, it's gonna be a, it's just gonna be a cover. I mean, it's. Oh, there, that's what the part where they say the name of the song, right? This does sound like the Celine Dion version. I don't got a voice like that, okay? It just sounds like a Color Me Bad song without the words. You know, it's just kind of I could fall in love with you. All right. So it's probably just gonna be, just that. Let's jump ahead to the next thing. Man, the bots are really out in full force on Kick tonight. I'm not gonna tell you what channel they're spamming. The pathetic piece of shit who feels compelled to pay bots like a botnet to spam his crap with a bunch of randomly generated accounts. But the messages they keep saying is, please follow me in my chat and my stream. Streaming on Kick is my dream. My stream is much better. Really? Your stream was much better than mine? I guarantee you're a piece of shit who's not gonna make it. The things I would tell you that I wish you would do would probably fly on Kick, but they won't on YouTube and Twitch. So I'll just say, yeah, that little nonogram numerical puzzle game where you put the numbers in the different cells, you should do that to yourself. Yeah, this is like Animal Crossing, right? Yeah, dude, it's like when it plays when you go in the shop, right? In Animal Crossing. I've heard this song before. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me bananas. Daylight coming, we wanna go. Yeah, I know this song. I sang it in preschool, you know? H2O Mass Man is like, wasting away again in Margaritaville. Some people say that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. They all just sound like Selena songs without, you know, they kind of do. This is like the Great Fairy Fountain in Ocarina of Time, right? Yeah, you step on the big fountain, you step on the Triforce, you play the fucking flute or whatever he's got, you know, and then you do the big booby lady comes out and she gives you extend your magic bar. What are the Under the Sea is like the last one, right? Right here. It's like a Castlevania loading screen. This is like what it plays in the towns on Quest 64. I mean, I'm kind of shitting on it, but if for like for karaoke covers of songs, they're not that bad. It's not that bad of a production for the cover quality. It does sound cinematic. It doesn't sound as good as a. It doesn't sound as good as a. Well, that must have been Under the Sea, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't sound as good as the actual movies. Of course they're not, because they don't have the damn Disney Symphony Orchestra. But, you know, they're all right. Also, in the time I'm doing that, another 3 bots popped up and kicked, being like, "Hey, what do you? Come watch my shit." I honestly if I were a less nicer. Oh my God, there's 3 more, and they all post the same 3. If I was a less nicer person, I would join this guy's chat just to repeat as many slurs as I possibly could until I got banned. Okay? Who's doing that? I'm going to send your name to Roastmaster. You have a thread on the Kiwi Farms by the end of the weekend. I want to see if this is just people singing or if it's the same songs with vocal accompaniment.
Ariel, listen to me.
That's not a... No.
It's a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything you've got up there. The seaweed is always greener.
He's trying. He's trying.
You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful
He's no Sebastian,
what
but...
more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better downward.
He's not mastered.
Up on the shore they work all day.
He's...
Out in the sun they slave away.
His voice isn't mastered very well.
Under the sea, yeah.
I don't know if that's intentional, though. I can't really hear him. He's like, the music is way... Yeah, he's like doing like... He kind of sounds like me doing a crappy Mario voice, but like the Charles Martinet version of Mario. Not the Vinnie Vine Sauce Mario.
She glanced this way, I thought I saw, and when we touched, she didn't shudder at my paw. Though it can't be, I'll just ignore. But then she's never looked at me that way before.
The guy they got for the Beast isn't that bad. They're not bad. It's, you know... They're better than Sebastian, okay? This is like the 2 people who didn't get the part.
Well, who'd have thought?
I wish I knew what the words were. I mean, these words are forbidden words. I mean, I feel like Disney's gonna come get me just for playing this. I mean, Disney doesn't own Twitch yet, so yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it's just Disney songs. I mostly got it as like a little gag because they didn't have the lyrics. This was mostly like this cassette tape was mostly like a little visual gag. I think that was it's mostly here. Look at that. I paid, yeah, on July 18th, 2015. I paid 49 cents for this. For this cassette tape, and that's it. I paid 50 cents for this literally over a decade ago, and it has been waiting. It has been waiting 10 years to appear on Gatorbox, and now it finally has. It's not fantastic. I would probably say this might be the weakest thing we've gotten from Thrift Town, but the included piece of paper on the inside is really the only reason why I got. I wanted to. I opened this up in the store, looked at the paper. I was like, "You really printed that? You have no lyrics, and you printed? Yeah, my bad." Disney said no. Anyways, here's our customer service phone number. You know what I mean? Like, but I just thought like the visual, the 1-2 was probably better than the contents of the tape. So, yeah, there we go. All right, so we got one more tape to do. One more tape, and I'm gonna see something real quick. Can I turn off? Can I turn off like certain things in the chat consolidator? Let me try this real quick. Disney and their federal agents are going to be outside of my house right now. How do I get to the damn... I know there's an option for it on this page somewhere. Is it settings? No, it's not what I wanted to do. I'm just trying to make it so I can just turn off fucking the Kick chat. I don't care. It's not the bot. Is it just the filtering thing? Well, it's not. That's not going to block it. That's... Seems like I don't have a way to just... If I go to the dashboard, it just opens up a different tab. Can I do that? I don't think I can turn... I think as long as I'm connected to Kick and streaming, I think it's going to try and... Yeah, it's just going to do that. Well, shit. All right. Well, whatever. Anyways, okay. I was going to do that. I was going to wait till I was between tapes to try to do that. Okay. Let's do one more tape. Then we'll wrap up cassette roulette for tonight. Apologies to people on Kick. I wish I could do, you know... I wish I could do something about all that, but it's literally like, it just looks like a very secure password is the name of the account that's spamming my chat right now. Okay. Here we go. One more card. And I'm going to go second from the top. I'm going right here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Shit. Okay. I'm going to see a card trick. Whoosh, look at that. 9. It's not German for no. That's English for more than 8, but less than 10. All right. Number 9. This one, this is actually the newest tape in the bunch. This is the newest one. Literally, if you look at the sticker on this one, it is October 1st, 2025. I've had this less than 2 months, a little more than one. 1 month and 4 days is exactly. Okay. This one I got from a Half Price Books. Don't let the similar price tag to the Thrift Town confuse you. This one came from Corpus Christi. And this one is the Bose Private Performances Collection. All right. This is How Sweet It Is. I don't think it's that one, how was that by the Temptations? How sweet it is to be loved by you. I don't think it's that song. Okay. This is some type of big band thing. The price tag on this one is, adjusting for inflation, is $2.99. What does the price under it say? Well, they couldn't move the Bose thing for... You motherfuckers. You... Really? You added $1 to it? It didn't sell, so you put $1 more? Okay. Yeah, alright, sure. That's, fucking assholes. Anyways, this one is it looks like that might actually be a song on here. These look like covers for something, because How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You is part of the thing on side A. Wait a Little While, You Needed Me When the Morning Comes. That's my favorite Smash Mouth song, I think. People Gonna Talk, Whenever I Call You Friend. So it's like, these seem like easy listening songs from like the 70s and shit, but I got this because like it's a very ritzy, like I'll take it out, but this is the same type of weird like pseudo holofoil thing as like the really nice editions they made of like Trivial Pursuit in like the late 80s, like the Genius editions or whatever. And then you get this tape. And this is like the most ornate ass looking cassette tape I've ever seen. For those of you that don't know, Bose is a company that makes like really like high-end stereos. I think they're still around. I know Bose, there's still Bose products. I don't know if they're one of those brands like RCA that just went tits up and somebody bought the name to slap it on just all sorts of stupid shit, thinking that people will be like, oh yeah, Bose, I've heard of them. But this was made, when Bose was like still selling like the really, really expensive. So they probably gave you this as a thing for buying a new home audio system from your audio dealer. And they gave you this because this is supposed to be like a super ultra high quality tape to use on your new Bose to see how sweet it is that the speakers that you spent $18,000 on are, really making the music pop, on that cassette tape. You get that warm sound of a cassette tape. The magnetic strip music has never sounded better than it did when it was put on a strip of, what is cassette made out of? I don't know. Anyways, this whole thing it looks like a fucking Hershey with almonds candy bar wrapper. It's really what it looks like. And these might actually be, they might actually, this might be a problem because these actually appear to be real songs. They're not covers. I didn't look at this in the store. So we've got we've got actually we've got James Taylor, we got Kenny Loggins, we got Lena Horne, Hall & Oates, Air Supply. We have all these actual bands. So this is like what was that Ford tape we got that they gave you for buying a car and it had like the Aretha Franklin song on it? And I was like, damn, this slaps. But you know what, Bose? They fucked you, man. They printed this really nice, baseball card looking thing, and then nothing on this side. It's just slightly yellowed because then that's what they got. This, I mean, I don't know if there's a year on this. There's not a year on the tape. I don't think there wasn't a year on the sticker. I'll check right before I hit stop or start, whatever. But the newest song on here looks like it's from '82, so that might be about when this was made. Yeah, there's no year, so here we go. All right. What's the first one? Summer Breeze by Seals and Crofts from 1972. This is going to get this damn thing muted, I'm sure. Just give it a second. It's got to load, okay? I always hear the little fucking toy piano in this song. When you hear that instrument, you'll never unhear it.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening.
This is just the song. It's a good song, it's.
Little light is shining through the window.
Yeah, there you go.
Lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
I gotta say though, sounds great, I don't got a Bose, but, honestly, good. So this tape wins. It's just these are just popular singles from the era. Is that... You hear that piano that sticks out when you know what it sounds like. Let's jump ahead a bit. So, yeah, this automatic win. Yeah, I mean, these are just all actual... These are just real songs. It's really, Oh, we caught that one just ending. All right. There. It's got to be horizontal. Can you imagine spending like 10 grand? Look at this photograph. Yeah. You imagine spending 10 G's on a glorified radio to listen to this? Look, I'm just saying, if I'm gonna spend that much money on a Bose sound system, you better give me a tape that's got like AC/DC. I'm talking Kiss, all right? Maybe a little bit of Leonard Skinner on there, Doesn't have to be super hard rock all the time, but. You guys do this.
Good evening. You're listening to Polite FM. I'm your host, Draco from Gatorbox. Coming up, we have a song going out to Sarah in North Carolina. This is a request from James in California. It is Try Again by Champagne. Once again, this is Polite FM, and I am your host, Draco from Gatorbox.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. That's still the same song, man. That's got to go on forever, I guess. I don't know. That could be the entire rest of this side of the tape. It might be. Do you imagine if they did H2O, if we did just get to like fucking Randy Newman on here? Thought people got no reason. Just in the middle of all this, you know? Hall & Oates and shit like that. We just drop right into the tape and it's... this was 82, right? I don't think Trouble in Paradise had been released yet, right? I Love LA? That was like 80, was that 84 he did that album, I think? I don't actually know. You know what? Let me find out. How do I get the assistant doesn't work anymore. Usually you click the power button twice. Here. What is it? Just don't want, does the assistant just don't want to open? Okay, here we go. Sure, just go to that. Oh, it got replaced with Google Gemini again. That's what happened. All right, here we go. What year did Randy Newman release Trouble in Paradise? 83. See?
Released the album Trouble in Paradise in 1983.
What happened to the sexy British lady voice? I don't know. That's screwed up. All right, so 83. So yeah, Randy Newman had not conceived the possibility of being in love with Los Angeles when this tape was made. Here we go. Yeah. It's Saturday Night Live. This is the Golden Girls theme or something. Draco, it's not. No, that's thank you for being a friend. Get it right. Sorry, dude. I managed to go the entire past 40 years without ever having seen that show. That's funky. It's definitely a 70s song. So we don't really listen to every single song. I just kind of want to get a little sampling. I mean, I paid $3 for this goddamn tape, so... That's what I'm talking about, all right? Are you ready for a miracle? That was Reach by Orleans, by the way, in case you just didn't recognize that song. That's a good one. I mean, for 82, it is a nice selection of soft rock. Here's the James Taylor song. This is the title and titular track on the album.
There you were.
Here it is.
Needed someone to understand my ups and downs. There you were. With sweet love.
I feel like everybody knows the words to this song, even if you've never heard it before. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Everybody of a certain age. Thank you, baby. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby.
Yes, I do.
How sweet it is to be loved by everybody. Fucking like everybody who's like my age and a little bit older. You know, I don't know. I feel like this was just so pervasive in society, in like commercials and shit like that. You know, like Reese's peanut butter cups and shit. Like it was everywhere. So all right,
That's 3 tapes. That sounds like a sitcom opening. It kind of does. You know? All right. We didn't get the Nick Wilde tape, sorry. Which is weird because the Nick Wilde tape was actually the tape that was kind of related to tonight's game. So, oh well. I put that one out specifically in case that might have been, you know what, I'm not going to set those there because they're going to fall down. I'm going to reveal all my damn tapes. All right. So it's time to pick a winner. Whatever happened to predictability. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, there's a place, there's a face, a hand to hold on to. They don't write music like that anymore, man. Like, they don't. Because, like, nowadays, you watch shit on Netflix, and if it's an older show that has a title theme song, there's a button to fucking skip it. And go. You never do that, okay? That should be illegal. If you're watching Full House, first of all, what the fuck is wrong with you? But if you're watching Full House, okay? Not Fuller House. Don't watch the reboot shit, okay? It's not going to be as good as the first. And it's not going to be as good as you remember it either. If you're watching Full House and you skip the theme song to Full House, you should not be allowed. You should not be allowed to watch Full House on Netflix or HBO Max or Paramount, Peacock, Disney Plus, whatever the fucking channel it's on. I don't know. You shouldn't be allowed to, okay? That should be illegal. If you're gonna watch those shows, you have to be invested enough in it to listen to the fucking opening, okay? And the reason why those shows had an opening is because once upon a time you had to wait a whole goddamn week to see the next episode. So when you did, you wanted to see Bob Saget throw the football and Uncle Joey not catch it or whatever, and John Stamos come up and be like, "Yeah, look up, I'm John Stamos, Joey, whatever my name is on the show." And then you see both the kids that play Michelle, and you're like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It was a thing. It was an event, all right? You clap along to the fucking Friends theme, okay? They didn't just put Friends on TV for 8 hours all day, every day on TBS, okay? It didn't used to be that way. TV used to mean something. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, okay? Anyways, Dr. Searching Guy, they said, I didn't like Full House as a child. It was the only thing on. That's the reason why it succeeded, okay? No one liked Full House, but your dumbass watched it because what else you gonna watch? You gonna watch NYPD Blue? I don't think so. Okay, I want to see Dave say cut it out. I want to see him say it. I want to see Bob Saget. I want to see Tanner. I want to see Danny Tanner. I want to see him say something funny. Okay. I want to see Mary Kate and or Ashley. I can't tell them apart. You can't either. Shut the fuck up. I want to see him say, "You got it, dude." I want to see him say it. Okay. I don't want to watch Miami Heat. All right. I don't want to see that. I don't want to watch that show. No, I don't want to see Cosby anymore. I'm done. I don't want to see that anymore. All right. No Family Matters. Jaleel got a better gig voice than Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't watch that anymore. Anyways, we got the President's Rap. We got Sing It Yourself Disney tunes without the lyrics. Yeah, Miami Heat is a basketball team. I'm thinking of LA Heat. That's what I'm thinking of is LA Heat. Whatever, dude. We got the Bose Private Performance. I think it's called the Private Performance Collection because you're not allowed to broadcast it on Twitch because it's going to mute your video. Because it's just straight up, every song on there is going to content ID claim. No matter where you start on this tape, Twitch will be like, nah, you can't play that, dude. You got a license for that Hall & Oates? I don't think so. Have to send the Bobbies after you. I don't know why they're a mixture of Australian and British now. I don't know. That's just how I picture them. So out of these, I think objectively in terms of the quality of the content, I think that the Bose Private Performance Collection is probably the best tape in literal, not even just like for contents of the tape. I think manufacturing quality as well. That is a very nice looking tape. Okay, this is to prevent that buyer's remorse from sinking in. It's like, yeah, I may have just had to take out a second mortgage on my house and drain my child's future college fund to buy a set of speakers and a tape player for my living room, in the house. I'm not going to pass on to them because I'm going to sell it and use it as a rental when I'm 65 years old and squander them out of every possible fortune and future they could possibly have for the investments I've made through my entire life. I don't want to regret my purchase, so I want to listen to Hall and or Oates, or both of them at the same time, on my fancy cassette tape player that's going to be out of date in approximately 7 years when the CD comes out. So that's about what we got. Anyways, I think Bose is probably the best tape just in terms of actual definitions. I feel like it should be excluded from the running because it kind of goes against the spirit of what we're trying to do here, because it's just actual music as opposed to these two. The President's Rap has that third grade, early 90s, vibe to it. It's an educational song, and none of it makes any sense because they're trying to teach you about, Bill Clinton and all the other guys and stuff like that. And I don't like it because Schoolhouse Rock also did songs about history and presidents and politics and things like that. And, everybody remembers, I'm just a Bill sitting on the steps of Capitol Hill, and 50 nifty United States and 13 original. Everybody fucking remembers those songs, okay? I haven't been in elementary school in over 30 years, but I remember all those songs. I guarantee if I listened to this tape back to front, I would not remember any of the actual things on this tape because they're not catchy, they're not memorable, they're boring, okay? Schoolhouse Rock eats this thing's lunch. I kind of want to pick the Disney tape because it's a karaoke tape. There's really nothing special about it, but it's the fact that it comes with the provenance of the included lyric sheet that is just this page intentionally left blank, printed on purpose. Okay, like it's like when you're taking a college exam and you get to the second to last page of the test and there's nothing on that page, but they still put that this page was intentionally left blank so that you don't rip it out. You don't write on it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's there for a reason. We're not gonna tell you what the reason is, but don't fuck with it. This tape exudes that aura. I think it's funny. So if I had to pick the best tape just on principle, I'd pick the Bose tape because it has, James Taylor on it. That's basically an instant win. But I honestly think that the Thrift, and I'm not just picking it because of the Thrift Town thing. I know Thrift Town is like the mythical promised land of Gator Unbox, where there's not been a thing we've gotten from that place that was not terrible. We got the Radio Shack IQ 4000 game. Got the fucking Stop, the LCD Wheel of Fortune knockoff game. We got the Beyblade plug and play TV game came from there. The little fold out cassette tape that had the Parcheesi board in it. We got that from Thrift Town. Muscles Gator, the actual fucking Muscles Gator plush that started that. We got the character. He came from Thrift Town. The Advent calendar thing that we do every couple of years. That Advent calendar came from Thrift Town. The fucking thing I'm gonna show you when I introduce tonight's game, that's important to me in a very weird, meaningful way. That fucking came from Thrift Town. Like, we didn't get anything from there that was terrible. So I'm not just picking this because, guys, we got to keep the joke running. It's genuinely Thrift Town. The fucking Maraf's World of Games. The World of Games CD that, like, I get comments to this day on YouTube of people being like, oh, thank you so much for ripping a copy of this because I've been looking for this forever. Yeah, okay, well, don't thank me. Thank Thrift Town, all right? All I did was just, that's all I did, okay? I just bought the CD. It's Thrift Town gets all the credit, all right? So, anyways, I'm picking the Disney Tunes tape. It's the one that's amusing to me because I like the thing that says we can't. If you know the words, if you're a true Disney fan, you'll know the words to The Whole New World or whatever the fuck it is by heart, okay? And if you don't, then tough shit. Get a Disney Plus subscription in 30 years. Oh, man. Anyways, tonight's game is... Where is tonight's game? I gotta pick all this up. Tonight's game is the second half of SeaWorld. Don't kill Shamu. We're busting them out of here, okay? That's tonight's game. Starring Nick Wilde. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the whale game, okay? Whales. I'm just gonna set. Where can I set this where it's not in the way? Okay. Here. Right there. I'm leaving it right there.
And I got a lot of stuff I need to do. I need to turn on my noise gate. I gotta set my delay. Oh, it's that one. Okay, give me a sec. Ugh. We're good. If I hit start, I hit transition, I turn off studio mode, I think we're good. Camera's a little high. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. All right. Unfunny Nerd says, in my headcanon, Poop Town and Thrift Town are like Onett and Tucson. That's true. You know, Poop Town, Thrift Town. I don't know if we have any other towns, really, do we? I don't think we do. I always say downtown I'll take you downtown, underground to Browntown, or whatever it was. It's like that Tim and Eric Rollo Tony Browntown, Chinatown thing. You know, it's a misquote of a Robert De Niro thing. I forget which movie it's from, but it's like I don't know. Anyways, welcome back to Gatorbox, everybody. I'm your host, Draco, and of course you noticed what's her face left for the evening. I am joined by a very special guest who is extremely knowledgeable about tonight's game. If you came in last week, you saw the first half of it. Tonight's game is, of course, the SeaWorld Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures for the PlayStation 2. We started playing this last week, and I had a save file on it from like the middle of March 2017. And I was like, have I played this before? It's like, because I have no recollection of this game whatsoever. I know we did the Game Boy Advance version. It was an Extra Life challenge. Somebody submitted it for Extra Life. It was one of the first times we were doing challenges for Extra Life. So I remember the Game Boy game. And I remember buying this because it sits on my shelf over there with the games I want to stream. And I guess I really did feature this because 8 years ago, in March, we did some streams that were themed around Dolphin Awareness Month in March, and this was one of the games we featured as a one-off. I didn't play through it. I just did like a 90-minute feature, and we fucked around and stuff like that, and that was it. And I have no recollection of that stream ever having happened. You know, 8 years ago in March was so long ago that it was before the whole Hurricane Harvey bullshit.
So like I just don't like you got to think how long ago that was in the context of this show. When we did this show, Gatorbox had only really been around for maybe like 4.5 years, and now it's been on the air for like 13 something, you know? This is our 14th year, so if you count the, you know, whatever. You figure it out. Anyways, we're playing the SeaWorld game. So, last week I kind of primed you guys with a few jokes and me talking about SeaWorld. I gave you some jokes. I was, some stand-up jokes I've been working on. It was kind of based on a true story of, I don't go to SeaWorld, and I was being a smartass about it. And I would tell people bullshit answers is the reason why I don't want to go to SeaWorld. And it turns out that one of these people I knew actually thought that I was being genuine about it. So for like years, this guy thought I actually fucked dolphins, like for real. So that's the Cliff Notes. If you want to hear the story how that happened, go watch last week's VOD. Anyways, the whole point I was making with telling those jokes is that I don't go to SeaWorld, okay? But I liked it when I was a kid. So yeah, I'm tricking you guys into watching an after hours video. I am, because I got something cool I want to show you guys. This is something that I had this in my possession when we did this game originally and stuff like that, but I've never shown this off on stream. But I just want to like prime you guys and say that for me, my thing, like I told you guys last week, I'm the type of person, I don't think dolphins and whales should be kept in captivity. That's the one environmental cause I actually give a shit about, okay? And I will base life decisions around that belief. That doesn't really affect a lot of decisions. In fact, I think the only decision that you can ever use that in is if somebody says, do you want to go to SeaWorld? That is the only time that stance is applicable in anything. But it came up a couple of times because I lived in the same cities where SeaWorld was. So I went there a lot when I was a kid. And it's a difficult mental, gymnastics of being like, when I was a kid, I admired these animals in the tanks and I developed a fondness for them. And because of that fondness, that's what led me to understand that they don't actually belong in those tanks. So it's this weird crossing wire of like, I have these fond memories of going to this park and seeing these animals, but I realize in hindsight that they shouldn't have been there in the first place. And even though there's photos of me having fun and feeding dolphins when I'm like fucking 4 years old and stuff like that, they weren't living their best lives. And it's weird because it's like, I feel slightly, as a kid, it's hard to say I feel complicit in something when you're fucking in preschool, but it's like in a general sense, it's like you feel complicit in the suffering of someone else. And it's a weird, I don't know. So I have this mental state of, I appreciate what this park meant to me at a specific time in my life, and I acknowledge that they don't do good things, but I do still collect old SeaWorld shit from when I was a kid. So it's weird. So like this, we were talking about cassette roulette, and we actually did this tape a couple cassette roulettes ago. This is the SeaWorld music tape with the recordings of the whale songs and other animals and things in there. We did this tape. This was sold in their gift shops for $13. And is there a year on that? It's like 90 something, I think. I don't know. But yeah, so they sold this in their gift shops. So I have one of these. I have the CD of it too. And then they have like, of course, the gift shops, they always sell the damn little stuffed animals. Like these. This is a newer one because it has the logo that's off of this box, but it's still got their tags and stuff. So this is the older vintage one though. So they would sell, this is the one I had. No, I have two of these. One from when I was a kid, and this is a newer one. I just found at a charity shop. But like, I have these little things like this that were collectibles. They are now. And I also have like really stupid shit. Like, I've got this Sports Illustrated for Kids trading card of famous athletes of fucking Shamu, because I guess she counts as one. And this is graded, okay, 6 out of 10. Not perfect, but, it's better than a 5. All right? We're talking literal tens of dollars on this baby, all right? So,
I have all these things that I collect that I just have because it reminds me of things I care about. And all that is to say, leading up into this, that perhaps my most prized thing in my collection of old vintage SeaWorld things that's very special to me is also a certified thrift town banger, like everything else on this fucking show. I have this. In this frame is the SeaWorld park map as it appeared in the April 15th, 1988 issue of the San Antonio Viva newspaper. This was printed the day that SeaWorld San Antonio opened its doors. I am 2 days older than SeaWorld. I found this in mint fucking condition, wrapped around the advent calendar that I bought for the fucking Gatorbox channel. And the only reason I knew it was in there is because I opened that advent calendar in the store to make sure it wasn't missing any pieces. And this was like, not crumpled up, but like wrapped around it with other newspapers so that it would not, they wouldn't lose any pieces. This was just hanging out in there. I opened that and I was like, oh, I recognize that. I was like, yeah, I've fucking been there. Oh, that was printed the week I was born. Oh, yeah, I want this. I paid it. I mean, I guess I paid $1.99 for the advent calendar and this. Okay. Yeah, this. I've had this for about a decade because, like, the Thrift Town is, about 10 years ago when I was there. How many of these survived? How many of these Viva newspaper printing things they did to get the park map to get people to come to SeaWorld? How many of these are still there? How many survived? This might be the only one. I don't want to say something stupid like that, but like this, it might be the only one in this good a shape. And it was just wrapped in an advent calendar for, at the time, 30 years. So yeah, I pulled that bad boy out and I framed it, and this is like my prized collection. I'm enamored by this. And it's a weird thing because like I said, I don't really support the park, but I see this and I'm like, yeah, when I was a kid, this is what it looked like, and I remember being there. I probably saw this exact thing at one point in time in my life, and I didn't realize it until, almost 30 years later when I saw it again at a thrift shop. So it's just a really interesting thing to have, and it's special to me because it announces the actual grand opening of the park. And I feel like this might actually be worth something. I don't actually know, but I ain't gonna sell it, But so yeah, I just figured, in the time that has passed since now and the last time we inadvertently featured this game, there was some more stuff to show that I didn't show off on camera last time. So I have stuff like that that's special to me. And I feel like it's one of those things I've kind of made peace with, where it's like I acknowledge that they, like I said, in hindsight, the park never should have existed in the first place, but because it did exist, if it hadn't existed, I would not have adopted the knowledge and the affinity I have for these kinds of animals in the absence of that park, and I would be none the wiser. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I am a cog in the wheel, and I had no say in whether or not SeaWorld it was going to exist, good, bad, or otherwise. But because it did, and I went there, I learned that, oh, maybe you shouldn't go there. So I don't know. Anyways, that's my spiel. That's my spiel, and I've made peace with it. And I have my big, stupid, goofy ass Lantis the killer whale. So tonight's game is the second half of the SeaWorld game. We got to the entrance of Atlantis. No relation. And we've been playing that, and I think the thing is we got to stop like the Kraken from attacking the SeaWorld. So we're at the gates. In fact, if I open up the manual right now, I can tell you where we are in the game, so we're at the beneath SeaWorld, Ocean Caves, Deep Ocean, the outer world of Atlantis, and I think we're at the Atlantis entryway. I think we're there, and then there's the Atlantis under Atlantis, and then there is Atlantis proper. So I think we got like 3.5 worlds to get through. We did about 4.5 if you want to count the tutorial world as a world.
last week. So we're gonna hop on over to Gatorbox Classic. I've got SeaWorld. And if you give me a second, I do have to change my my sound settings because I want to be able to hear the game, but also hear if you fabulous people do any of those alerts. So, oh, hang on. Every time I do this, I gotta disable, enable. Think I did it? We'll find out when I click over. Is it going to turn on? Or is it not going to turn on? We're going to have a good... Okay, we are going to have a good stream tonight. Good. I never know sometimes. All right. So one thing you're going to notice about all the drawings of Shamu on these loading screens is that they have drawn her very weird. That is very clearly like a blue whale that they've just drawn, and she she does have her dorsal fin. I couldn't see it at first. It was weird. The big green beam was in the way. That's a different whale that they've colored like a killer whale. You can tell because the head looks kind of fucked up. Like look at Lantis's head. Look at the shape. It kind of has the little swoop in front, and then you'll see that none of the loading screens have it. Yeah, so this was the original stream we did from 8 years ago, and then the stream we did last week actually happened 55 years ago, okay? Oh, that's how many... Oh, bonus. Do we have... Okay, we might be able to get through the game tonight. I don't know. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we're at Into the City. Have we done this before? Have we said this? Oh, hey, regular Magic Unicorn. Oh, you said a second ago, I am but Thrift Town's humble servant. Bow and greatness. Take your shoes off before you go into Thrift Town. Don't worry, you can buy another pair when you're in there. All right. Explore this wondrous underwater city, but beware of Poseidon's legion of fang-toothed fish. All right. There's a restaurant here in well, not here. It's outside of here. It's in. Oh.
Seems like inside the city, things are a little different. Shamu encounters lots of unfamiliar objects, like these colored crystal doors.
Sounds like fun, dude.
No doubt about it. Switching the right colored levers with his tail
Her.
will certainly unlock the doors with the same colors.
Good. Glad we settled that, Horatio.
The Great Atlantis Plaza, the light tower, the beam, the huge statue. It all makes sense now.
The cheese and the folding.
Just another tail fluke on that light switch, and Shamu finds a secret entrance underneath the statue. These rocks seem harder to break. Unless our hero uses a special animal behavior, there may be no way out. What will happen next? Is it a trap? The falling rocks from the blockage had triggered a strange machine that opens a huge steel door. A dark shadow appears along the walls, approaching. The mighty octopus certainly needs more than a tail smash to challenge him. Shamu uses all his powers and finally
Go, so we did it. All right. All right. Good.
Oh no, Horatio has been captured. He is slowly led deeper into the city by a procession of Atlantis guards, the Fang-Toothed Legion of Atlantis. Their leader reads Poseidon's edict, Horatio's violations against Poseidon's Atlantis.
Dude, they're gonna throw the book at him. That's it, Horatio. You're going to jail. No judge, no jury. You're going straight to the booty house, Horatio.
We might fight Ariel. We'll find her. Here we go.
Explore the outer city and collect as many relics as you can.
Right, so...
Right. You found a Kraken.
Yeah, so Horatio never shuts the... Even though he's been captured, he will never shut the fuck up.
You never know what's inside these boxes.
Purple stuff is
found a silver key.
poison that slows you down. So you have to collect, you are compelled to collect all these little crystals, because you notice every time I pick up a purple crystal, there's a little number. What does it say? 22? I gotta get 22 more of them to finish, to let me exit. So you may also notice that I like to use the, little bubble shield ability. I have found that for a lot of enemies in this game that are kind of hard to see, that you can kind of bump into them with the bubble shield and it just they kind of deflect away. I mean, yeah, I could attack him if I wanted to, but... Okay, so is that... Do I hit these? Maybe that's the door that opens. Okay, the clam has a thing in it. Here we go. I believe the crystals that are inside the clam shells are actually worth like 3, I think.
Hit a lever with your tail fluke smash to switch it on or off.
I think I passed up a... Yeah, there it is. Nice. I'm glad that whales can manipulate levers with their tails. I'm not making the camera lock like that, by the way. The game just thinks I want to do that. Okay, where is... I mean, we got a silver key, so I can go inside this door, right?
Find a way to
So there's only one puzzle to open up these locks, and it's the same puzzle every time, and it's the little drinking water puzzle. Okay, so this... Yeah, there we go. You have to connect it. You see how it works. That doesn't look like it worked, but okay. You can kill the enemies if you attack them, but this is one of those games where it's like, you know, like Tower of Draga, where you have to like hold your weapon out in front of you, and it's like really easy to inadvertently hurt yourself as you try to fight an enemy. You know, like Hide-a-Lide, where you just like contact touch people and take damage at the same time. This game's kind of like that unintentionally. So you don't have to get every single crystal, you just have to get enough until it tells you that you can stop. That's enough. You remember seeing this game on your favorite reviewer's channel? Is that me by any chance, Bowser Jr.? Because I'm big dumb and I have played this game before a million years ago and I forgot about it. I'm only being slightly facetious. Is that the... So you have to kind of manage your food and your oxygen meter. That's the green and blue bars on the HUD in the bottom left. I feel like I am missing something, but the objective... I know the objective is pointing out to the left. I know you're like... you can't... Okay, whatever. I know the objective is pointing to go back to the left. But, sometimes if there's a key, it points to where you have to go, not to the item that you need. Okay, well that's an interesting angle. Okay. So, like, if there's, like, a key that I can use to get into one of the other areas, it'll, it won't point to that. It'll point to the door that the key goes to. It's like it wants me to go up, but like I think up is through the doors, right? With the levers? Oh no, wait, is that?
Hit a lever with your tail.
Were those levers right on top of each other? I really thought they were going to be in two separate... Wait, what the fuck is this? That's a different one. No, I don't mean to do that. Turn off the bubble. Whatever, dude. The loading screen implied there was only two different colors of... Oh, I need that. I need Olmec.
Found a mystical relic.
Okay, now that opened, here? No? That... I thought I opened that door. Okay. It's up here? There we go, alright.
Great! You found a Kraken crystal. You found a postcard. Poison.
Is there not a lever in here? So what was the point of coming in here? Okay, now I hit this, right? I hit this lever? Are they timed? I know I hit... The blue one was the first one I hit, right? Am I... Oh, you can only have a certain amount open at a time. I see. Okay, because the orange one is down now. I get it. I get it. Okay, I'm smart.
You found a gold key.
The game has a nasty habit of, like, auto-targeting the enemies.
Find a way to bring water to the center.
I think I just gotta rotate this one around. One more? Yeah. You can kind of guess. Sometimes part of it's already solved for you. You can kind of see. Because you can only rotate the things. You can't change the location of the little rocks on the little circles. So, knowing that, there's only a finite amount of ways they can be configured. Okay, I don't think I actually hit that thing, but sure. If there's a big crystal behind that, dude, what the fuck? What do we... I thought it was going to be a big crystal like Echo the Dolphin. I was like, Ed Annunziata is going to have words plural with you. That's his idea. Right, there's a bomb there. Can I get out of here? I gotta go all the way around.
Great! You found a Kraken crystal.
I forgot that they keep spelling Kraken crystal like the chick from Star Fox. I forgot they kept doing...
Smash
Dude.
to switch it on or off.
Like, it keeps, like, trying to focus the camera up.
Great relic.
Am I doing this wrong? That's not a path out. I swim under? Yeah, cause I can't go through here, right? That's not you can't swim through that. I got around this once before. Yeah, there's like little crabs that are holding signs that tell you like this way. I think I gotta go down a level. Like that, he says like right here. Because this game is so busy looking, like there's so many enemies and stuff just flying around, filling up space. This is a very difficult game to read. I was having problems on like the first, that's why I started just doing the shield thing, was because like I would have problems on the first level, because I would just be getting hit by eels left and right that I couldn't see. I mean, I could see them once they started moving, of course, but like when I'm just swimming around, it's like, I don't know where the hell I'm going. I can't see who's hitting me. I Now we just... Are we at the end here? Are we down? You see, now this guy tells me to go this way, but... It could just be, like, okay, there's a little...
You can never know what
little bonus back there. The postcards and stuff you pick up. I want to say it's supposed to unlock stuff on the main menu, because we bought like videos and stuff off the rewards menu.
Great.
Okay, like this one, I know I have to like, yeah, see, you have to do a move to knock those. Who the fuck is that guy? He looks just like all the other enemies. Okay. Yeah, see, there's a little tiki.
Nice relic.
You get something for getting those. I don't know what. Like, I'm not going for 100% completion, but I think those do unlock little, like, postcards and things you can look at in the menu. I feel like it's not like... Am I... L2... Is this... I don't think this is working. Okay, hang on. He's hitting me? Good. Let me get a crunch real quick.
Super health.
Okay, L2 plus triangle. Is it like, is it this? What do I do? You probably know.
Some fresh air will do you good.
L2 plus triangle. L2 plus triangle and then square. L2 plus square. I mean, he keeps... Do I stun him and then whack him with my tail? Maybe? Okay, hang on. I gotta take a crunch break. Thankfully, the health does just endlessly respawn. I need a air bubble though. There, that's probably good. Okay. It stuns him, but is it? So do I do this and then just like swim past him? Wait, do I dodge him? Okay, just keep going. Maybe not. The game is... Okay. The game is drawing my attention to him. As if he's like a thing I need to actually kill. Just get it. Okay. I feel like I'm not, like, I mean, I know, like, I'm able to stun him and then, like, knock him out of the way, but it's like, is this... Oh, he has a health bar in the bottom right. Wait, but I'm not hurting him now. Hang on. What? I mean, wait. Is that hurting him? Maybe? I'm getting so little feedback on this. Okay. Oh shit. I need crunch. He doesn't make any noises. He just like flinches when I hit him. Okay. That. Oh my. Okay, so it is. I am damaging him. I am damaging him. But it is like 1 pixel of health at a time. I must not be doing this right. I mean, I'll take it. I'm still hurting him. My issue is that like the move it's telling me to do, I can't. I don't know how to actually do it. I mean, this is working. I need to go. He's gonna hit me again. I also need an air bubble. Sorry. This might actually be the worst. Yeah, I think the cool wave is the sonar that like stuns him. That's because that's L2 and L2 and triangle and L2 and square both do this move. But pressing L2 and triangle and square doesn't do anything. I'm trying to understand like what this move, what the button combination. Okay, now he's not taking any more damage. Yeah, I like Cool Wave is my favorite Dorito as well. That's a quality flavor right there. Okay, hit him with the thing. You know what? I think the moves are listed in this manual. So L2 plus triangle plus square. So it's not. So it's like the button prompt on screen is like not correct. So it's L2. That's not it. Is that it? What is? Oh no, that's the item respawning. Do I not have the move? Hang on. Do I have a list of... Cool Wave. L2 plus triangle plus square. I mean, that's... Okay, I need... Okay. Does my L2 not work? Okay, what is another move that uses L2? L2 and X. We've done that before, right? Yeah, okay, so it's not my L2 that's bad. And it's not triangle because I use it to interact with everything. And it's not... So the controller's not bad. All 3 of the buttons required works. Did I charge it? See, he just keeps doing this. Like the sonar thing is a move on its own. That's not it. That whatever move that is not it. It's like it's supposed to shoot ice at him. I think it also uses the little krill down there. It's supposed to use that. So, yeah, no, Bowser Jr., I've tried every permutation of this. I've tried L2, triangle, square. I've tried all three simultaneously. I've tried L2 and triangle and square. I've tried L2, square, triangle. I've tried, like, because the way it's... My agility is the shrimp, 97%. So, here, when I get close to this guy... It'll say L2 plus triangle, comma, square. So, yeah, I read that the same way as pressing those two and then pressing square. Or holding them and then pressing square second. You know what I mean? But then I look in the manual and it says L2 plus triangle plus square. So the controls are laid out two different ways. Do I have to be moving to do it? Does he have to be stunned? I'm about to drown. Shit. Shit.
You need air.
Yeah, no, I got it. Don't worry about Horatio. Come on. Give me one more. I mean... Is it a proximity thing? Do I have to be... L1 just brings up the HUD. If I just button mash, can I just get past them? Can I just... I guess not. Okay. Really? That's okay. That doesn't help me at all. Roxanne, is that you pretending to be a bot on Kick? Telling me, spamming, pretending to do a thing, being like, I am a black American live on Kick, come follow me. Black Lives Matter, come support BLM, I am live. Black Lives Matter stream, tap in. If you don't join my stream, you're a racist. Buddy, if you only knew. That's if I don't, that's what makes it, that confirms it. Okay, good. Well, I guess I'm a racist then. I'm gonna say it. So yeah, so the thing that Shamu does when he does I keep saying Shamu's a she, but they get the gender wrong in this game. So the stun thing that stuns this guy, that's the game reading hang on. Wait. Oh, okay. Hang on. I think I figured out what the problem was. Hang on. Well, before I test that hypothesis, let me heal. Shut the fuck up. Give me a second, okay? I think I realized what the problem is. How'd I do that? Oh, these moves suck so bad. This game is fun when you're not doing this, okay?
Super health.
I had it, I swear to God I had it a second ago. I did the move once. Why do I keep doing that move? No, it's not. Stop it, Shamu. Do I have a fish in my mouth or something? What is... I thought I had it for a second. I did the move once, and I think the problem is that, here, look. You see that thing that says Siren is R2 plus square? I think that might be L2 plus square that does that? I think it might be backwards. I think the game might be showing me the controls wrong. Like it's not, like it's got the L's and R's backwards. I cannot do this fucking move. I did it once and I wasn't near the guy. Hang on, there's not a food down here? I thought there was. It's a bubble? Okay. Just do the move, please, Shamu. Like that? Was that not the move? Yeah, it says all the buttons at once. You should shoot the ice from your blowhole. It's not... Shamu is not doing it. Shamu will not... I cannot do it. It's not... Like, I am genuinely pressing all of these. Let me see something real quick. I was trying to see if maybe the controller was like not. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense if like all of the buttons except for L2 like don't work. I'm not even joking. I have pressed every permutation of these buttons. Like
Cool postcard.
Like what Bowser Jr. asked a second ago. I have pressed one at a time. I've pressed all three at once. I've pressed the first two and then the third. I've pressed 1, 2, 3. Shamu just keeps doing that move, the Stonar thing. I can't not do that. Was that it? I thought I saw a spike come off the tail. Is this possible? I don't have a spare controller. I was seeing if I had another one laying around. I have a PS2 controller. I mean, is it? It's not like it's not a conditional thing, is it? Can I do this move like all the way out?
Great, you found a hacking crystal.
Like I can do the move, right? Because I know like you unlock moves by collecting these crystals, but they wouldn't make it so that you wouldn't have the move if you didn't. You know what I mean? Can I do it all the way out here? Like, if I'm not... I hold it. What move is that? What move... I seem to be able to do everything except for this. What is the tail whip move? Look out, dude. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I don't want to just nix the fucking... I don't have a backup game. I did not foresee this being an issue. I honestly feel stupid. I feel like this should be easier than it is. That's not the... That's... I feel like that's the... I mean, so, yes. Let me... Okay. Circle is the bubble, yes. X is tail attack, yes. Square is the... Square does the radial thing. I can't clear... I have to clear that guy. He's the objective. I can't get past him. If I swim to the bottom, there's an invisible wall down there. You can't reconfigure the buttons in this game. Like that, and I can't do anything on these menus. I can't go down to, like, you know, I can't do any options here. Nothing I click on here does anything. Shamu just does not do the move. So if L2 square triangle just does the call. L2 triangle square again does it. Those two and then square. Oh shit, I need a bubble.
You need air.
Uh-oh. The move that Shamu does when I do the button command on the screen does not seem correct. The tail thing... Not that. That is L2. Okay. That's not the move. Because the move, specifically the Cool Wave move, says it shoots ice crystals from Shamu's fucking face. That's not the move.
Some fresh air will do you good.
Oh. It's not L1 because L1 brings up the HUD. And it's not R1 because R1 makes you swim fast. This doesn't... Is this... Have people beaten this game? Is this doable? I did get Shamu to do one move at one point. I got it. I swear to God, I thought I had like a... The speed run is an hour 15, so it's, I guess somebody has done it. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Hang on. No, that's not it. I don't think that's it either. Okay, so Google is telling me Google's telling me that the PlayStation 2 command for this is L2 circle circle. That's not even... But that's... Okay, so... L2 is... So that's 2 bubbles. That's not it. So that move is correct. But see, now some of these are kind of weird, though, because, like, I definitely think that... So, like, that warp thing down there says L2, R2, triangle, square. That is... Oh, we gotta wait for that to go away. That was R... That's gotta be warping, right? Right? That's... I don't know. That's... Because that is R2 circle circle. Here, you know what? Well, is this... Let me just see if this will kill that guy. Apparently I figured out how to summon fish. That doesn't sound like the right move from the description, but is this just here? That didn't work. That's not working. Is that... Did I fucking get him? Hang on, what the hell was that move? What? Okay, well, shit, okay. Will you just fucking die? What do we... I can turn to a ghost. Okay, what's this link? Yeah, so the move looks like a giant... Yeah, I figured it looks like a giant ice shard. Naturally, the Google's AI assistant is not telling me the right information for this fucking move. How the fuck is he doing that? Cool, there's no comments there that's asking how he's doing that. Okay, this is like another... Is this just the incorrect information from... Oh, I see what the problem is. Yeah, so... Well, at least the information why it's wrong on the thing is that it's trying to OCR the information from the manual. So it's seeing L2 and it's seeing the 2 dots and it thinks it's circle circle. So that's why it's thinking that. Yeah, I figured the information is usually wrong. But it's because it was trying to OCR the like text, recognize the text in the manual. It's like straight up the move doesn't work. I don't know, like it does not work. But that guy's able to figure out how to do... How many... Oh, does it... Does he have the HUD open at any point earlier? It says 537. How many crystals do I have? I don't have as many purple crystals as this guy. It can't be like... Okay. There's no way... There's no way, like, I have a fear that, like, maybe Shamu doesn't know the move. Okay, well, that person's doing the same tail. Yeah, that person's doing the same shit that I was doing. Okay, so that person on that Let's Play has 526 gems. So is this game made in such a way so that if you just collect the bare minimum of gems, it is possible to render it unwinnable? Give me that. I mean, no, I didn't learn the move.
Great! You found a Kraken crystal.
Well, no, the guy has a health bar in the bottom right. I don't know. Is it... Do I need 3 more? Now I'm just concerned that, like, because I know the game tells you that you unlock moves by collecting the dumb little stupid crystals they give you. Now I'm paranoid that, like, they wouldn't do that. Like, they wouldn't make it so that if you collected the bare minimum of every... Get out of my fucking way.
You found a mystical relic.
I mean, I'm at 525. I am one shy of the person that was able to do it. I don't think it matters. I feel like if there was a thing it would tell you unlocked the move, and they wouldn't make it, they probably wouldn't make it something ridiculous like 526 things to get a move. That's a dumb number. See, it's not that. It's not that. I should be able to do it. Because earlier in the game, it did say you unlock the move. I feel like if we didn't have the move, it wouldn't appear on the move list. Why would you put it there? Let me see something again. When this guy does that move, does it actually use up the krill? Yeah, it uses up some of them, but he gets it right back. Is there... I'm just trying to see if there's, like, anybody... There's got to be some other idiot who's less smarter than I am who's bitched about this on Reddit, right? There has to be. Okay, so they did it... No. No. honestly, this is... Nope. That's not the move either. That's the ghost thing. How do I keep doing that move? I
Some fresh air will do you good.
we're not gonna. I mean, we're not beating the game tonight. There's no way. And if I can't, if this does not, I do not get it. If this does not work, we're not doing this next week either. It would have been nice to have a complete playthrough of this again, but you know, fuck me, right? Was that it?
Get some food.
I can't even tell. Did I do it? But how'd I do it if I did it? Is it... It's not L2 plus triangle plus... It's not L2 plus triangle plus square. It's not L2 and triangle and then square. The combination is L2, triangle, triangle, square, square. It's 5 fucking buttons in a row, okay? This is wrong. Fucking Google's wrong. And none of the people who figured out how to play it in the Let's Play told you that's how it is. There's no... The manual shows a different button combination than this fucking screen does. And Google's AI is fucking retarded. It's triangle, triangle, square, square.
Mission
Wow!
success.
All right, dude. All right, let's knock it out. We're beating this game. I'm not mad, by the way. When you make fun of me on the thread about me on the QB farms, make sure you tell them I wasn't mad, okay? Please, but I'm not angry.
Shamu must help Horatio.
I'm not mad at
He
you.
begins to follow the Fang-Toothed Legion as they lead his friend deep into the city. Some more crystals may well be collected along the way, says Shamu to himself as he quietly follows.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm not even listening anymore. I don't care.
Mistakenly, Shamu has come too close to the guards. 2 guards have detected him. Our brave hero must defeat them quickly. Staying at a distance is not a good idea. These pathways are heavily patrolled by guards, and Shamu must not lose sight of
What are those
Horatio.
motion lines on that? What are those motion lines or are those stink lines?
After a while, they reach their destination. It is the fierce holding cell of Atlantis. Shamu approaches the gates. He must go in and try to rescue his friend Horatio.
They can take Horatio. I don't care. At this point, I don't care. I hope Horatio dies at the end of this game. He ate the scroll. Okay. I mean, I assume we're just trying to... Am I too close?
Super health.
Man, look out. This is really intense gripping gameplay we got here. This is the Star Fox section. Was this Aqua's? Somehow that's the better of the two. And that's like the worst stage in Star Fox 64. Keep shooting, Fox. We've got lots of torpedoes.
Get some food.
Yeah, I would like to do that after this. I want the Dr. Wowie crystals, okay? There, I'm done. Now we can swim and just catch up to him, right? That's all we gotta do. Is this just like a survival state? Okay, those guys are doing way too much damage to me.
Get some food.
I feel like I'm not, like, defeating these guys at all. They... Oh, needed that food. Shit. Because I was trying to see if, like, if I defeat these guys, if they, like, Oh, fuck.
Get some
come on, dude.
now.
Don't fucking kill me here. Don't kill me here. Don't kill me here. I need some food. Red Warrior needs food badly. No, 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 no. Oh, you motherfucker. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you... Cool, dude. Okay, what is the mission here? That's it. We got to get the crystal. We got to get the Dr. Wowie crystals. Can I use my move here? Use my ice move that I learned how to do in the previous stage because it took me 45 motherfucking minutes to figure out that every information about this game in the manual and on the internet is incorrect. All you had to do was follow the damn Horatio guards, CJ. I'm not saying this as a flex, but I've played San Andreas. Of course, everybody has my age. I didn't have trouble with that mission. I'm pretty sure, like, most missions I did on, like, the first or second try. Like, I didn't really struggle with it. But upon, like, later replays of the game, I get why people may have had a hard time with it. I do get it.
Get some food.
So, like, that's not like a flex, like, you know, oh, I'm good at games and stuff. Because, like, you know, you're watching this game right now, so, I mean, you know that ain't true. How do I... Shit, I missed a Dr. Wowie crystal. It's a thing. You can either do the train mission or you know how to do the cool wave move, but you can't do both. Okay, most people don't realize that because they never play this game. Yeah, that is, you know, I honestly, regular Magic Unicorn, I have missed that variety of unique insight that only you are able to deliver. Okay, I need to get the food down here. I ate those food. Please, give me that food. Shamu, where are the taco shells? Shamu, where are the 3 cheese pizzas?
Get some food. Get some food now.
I have a really hard time attacking these guys. Shit, they're gonna hit me. That guy's gonna hit me. Motherfucker. God damn it. What is the... Yeah, because the bubble move doesn't work on this stage. It is specifically L... It's L plus X is all you do. That's it. Yeah, that's it. You have one move on these levels.
Super health.
My thing is that, like, I never know, like, when these guys are on the same level as me. Like, depth-wise. I mean, I guess I assume it's when they try to attack me, but... See what I mean? Like, I don't... Okay, I got that one. Well, since we figured out the cool wave thing, I mean, we still had, that was the first level of tonight's stream, so we got stuck on that, and like I said, we were halfway through the game when we started, so. I mean, now that I figured out that the controls are bad, I mean, we can still finish it next week, because technically there is no game on next week's schedule. Oh, I didn't know you were streaming. Oh, you said you were streaming on Fridays, though, so, I mean, obviously, I'm a little tied up as well. If you were streaming, I would have watched your channel. There's not really a lot of people I follow on Twitch anymore that still stream. You know, there's Chade. I watched Chade. Zyzex does Sonic runs. I like to annoy him by posting all of my stupid emoticons in chat. I kind of lurk Bad Game Hall of Fame. I still watch Cassidy's stream. But yeah, like, there's not really anybody I follow streams anymore, because like Gilgatex doesn't stream, Real Live Dinosaur doesn't stream, you know, like. I don't really do retro achievements anymore, so I don't watch Sarconius. I wasn't missing much. Sounds like Gatorbox then, not missing much. I think I figured this out. You know, you probably may have noticed that like I'm kind of holding the center, and I'm just kind of doing like the tic-tac-toe thing, and I'm just kind of like attacking like up or down when they get close to me. That seems to be a better strategy than just trying to avoid them non-stop, because they tend to just pile up. Then when there's like 5 of them, you kind of can't. Why are there so many air bubbles here? Are you assuming I'm bad at the game? I mean, I am, but not for the reasons you think I am. But no, I feel you on the, you know, stuff happening in life thing, man. I hope if it was negative, I hope you worked through it. I had to put my Monday, Wednesday streams on hiatus because working full-time and trying to do other stuff and things like that. Like, Goose was here at the beginning of the stream. He resubbed, and I still have some graphic design I'm working on for him, and I just couldn't find the time to do it all with working 40-plus hours and also streaming 3 nights out of the week. Look, I'm close, man. Like, we're in the red area, okay? It's red, or it's purple, or it's a different color than the beginning of the stage. That's close enough, right? I got close enough. I mean, these guys aren't getting very far. I am an apex fucking predator. I'm a killer goddamn whale. Right there in the name is the word killer. I'm pretty sure I could take on these guys. You know? I don't care. All I'm saying is that if Echo the goddamn dolphin can fly into space and attack the non-copyright infringing xenomorph queen, I can kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stupid-ass fish wearing fucking Legionnaire helmets. That's it. You no more guys, okay? You're not we're done. Just wrap it up. Loading screen. Next cutscene. Perfect. Nice, dude. Nailed it. First try. 100% across the board. You saw it here first, folks. I don't mean to toot my own horn. Excuse me, that cola's going down a little bit rough tonight. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but we are on world record pace. God damn.
At last, Shamu has found
Unfortunately.
Horatio. He is locked in the most secure and heavily
That's
guarded
secure?
Atlantis cell. There is a broken lamp just above the cell. Shamu smashes it, hoping to find a way to release Horatio. Now, if he could only pass these huge pipes...
That doesn't look like fun.
Shamu must use his special animal behaviors. That's it. The main lock room is divided into 3 chambers. But how is it...
Hopefully not with Cool Wave.
The lever to the right chamber releases an enormous square rock in the middle chamber.
Oh no.
Using his tail,
Her tail.
Shamu pushes the square rock through the wall to the left chamber. It's now or never. There's a combination of colors that Shamu must follow in the right chamber by passing by each crystal in a sequence.
Dude, what are you... Oh my god.
Oh, and don't forget to check the crates in the left chamber.
Thanks! I'll look in there, thank you.
Once released, Horatio discusses Poseidon and his plans with Shamu to float Atlantis to the surface to replace SeaWorld.
That's a
Shamu
stupid-ass
finds
idea.
part of a map that shows the location of Atlantis.
That's dumb. That's a dumb idea. You shouldn't do it. We're gonna inflate a big balloon down there? What are we doing? You can't... We're just like raising the Titanic or something? Can you believe this guy? Shamu bongs. Oh, because it's a little lamp.
Rescue me from
Little
the
water
clutches
pipe.
of Poseidon's guards.
Okay, good. We're
Great,
back to this.
You found our Kraken crystal. Careful.
Look, all I'm saying is that you want to make Atlantis rise from the bottom of the sea and blah 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 blah. They didn't even do that shit in Mega Race, okay? You know about Mava? It's like they tried to find Atlantis and they fucking gave up. So they're like, you know what? That cool ass racetrack we were gonna build inside Atlantis, we'll just build it here and we'll say it's Atlantis, okay? The Blue Marine Park, we'll just build it right here. Nobody fucking cares.
Super health.
Here's a book. Just kidding, it's fake. You can put your weed in it, and here's a watch to go with it too, and some invisibility cream.
Great postcard.
Come on, open up. I don't think the things will open up if you approach them with the bubble on. I think that's the... Still trying to figure that out.
Great relic.
Or maybe they do. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Look, I just want just give me the Lego crystal, okay? That's all I want. I want that thing. Thank you.
Great! You found our Kraken crystal.
The live cut, the live mixing of the Horatio narration, the Horatiation, it reminds me of the Barney hide and seek game where he's like, "Oh boy, you found a butterfly." You can tell, like the way they record the lines, you can hear the seams in the recordings. It's like WWF Crush Hour. Rikishi has the Twisty Rockets.
Poison.
Give me the Olmec.
You found a mystical relic.
Okay, now we're going up, and did we wait? Can I not go up here? Oh, you can break the whole pipe. All right, so the fucking, what is Horatio? He's a manatee, right? And Shamu, no.
Postcard.
Okay, do I break this pipe? Okay, so we hit, yep.
Hit a lever with your tail fluke smash to switch it on or off. Great! You found our Kraken
So that
crystal.
goes in the center thing, and then I go back in there, and then I smash that with my butt to go into the room on the left. Unfortunately, no, I can't swim in the pipe. That'd be a much better game if you could swim down the pipe. It'd be like a version of Stun Runner, but with whales in it. I would play it. Just do it. Close enough. Green, orange, orange, blue. Yeah, okay, sure. So you just told me that. You don't gotta light them up. You don't gotta light them up. You told me. You told me the colors. I'll do it. Just green, orange, orange, blue. Or, as an acronym, GOOB. All right, here we go. Green, orange, orange, blue. Are we not? Is it not? Do I gotta? Hang on. What am I? Is it? Oh, I gotta swim over him in the rightmost. Okay.
Cool postcard. Poison. You found a
Yeah, I needed
gold
that.
key.
That's why I figured that's why he specifically told me about the damn crates in that area, because there's a thing in there. Absolutely, Shamu's just a big goober. Okay, here it is. Oh my god, dude, why is that camera? All right, green, orange, orange. Nice, dude. First try. Now, what did that do? What is?
Terrific. Thanks for rescuing me. Now listen closely, Shamu.
No.
Poseidon has plans to resurrect his city of Atlantis. He will float it to the surface and replace SeaWorld. He'll take the magic of the park away, and all of us who live in SeaWorld will be made his slaves forever.
Aren't you already? Hang on.
I have found a piece of an ancient map that shows the location of Poseidon's new Atlantis. Here, take it. You must find the other pieces, and then find the location before it's too late. Go now, quickly, and find the rest of the pieces.
Sure, whatever. That's weird. You know, what's crazy is that Poseidon actually did eventually float Atlantis to the surface in the end. But it didn't look like the way everybody thought it was. It was just a DVD called Blackfish. But no, he won in the end.
Great. Find a way to bring water to the center.
I don't want to do any more water puzzles. Horatio. But all the hot merfolk live in Atlantis. Come on, Shamu, find the middle ground. Look, I don't make the rules, okay? I'm sorry.
Find a way to bring water to the center. Mission success.
We're gonna tighten up the borders, okay? We're not gonna let anybody into SeaWorld. You heard him at the beginning of the game. We're making SeaWorld great again, alright?
We got this Poseidon guy. He's got a lot of bad hombres down there in Atlanta, wherever he's from. He's from one of those shithole countries. Okay? We're not gonna let him in. We're not gonna let any of his boys in.
Horatio pieces together the few parts of the map he has. He tells Shamu to find as many of the map pieces as possible so they can read all of
Read the whole
Poseidon's
thing.
map.
Of course.
They're looking for a sign that marks the gate to Poseidon's Atlantis. Shamu must hurry. The paths that he finds himself in are heavily patrolled, and he must survive enemy challenges that come his way. The pieces of the map are well guarded.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, dude. There's the crazy
Once
shit going
all
on,
the
dude.
pieces of the map have been found,
She.
he can find his way to Atlantis' secret entrance.
She.
All he has to do is break the wall that seals the gate.
We good? Okay, so before we start the next Depths of Atlantis, are we... How many levels are... I need to go back to the main menu and see how many levels are left, because if it's like 3, then we probably shouldn't roll it over into next week, but if it's like 6, then, you know, We might.
Find the rest of the map
Okay,
pieces.
we'll do that in a second. Yeah, this game doesn't have a lot of seals. I noticed that, Fangermon. It's got Horatio, but he's a manatee. He doesn't count. That's a different thing. These people really thought they could draw a blue whale and color it black, and I wouldn't notice. They really thought they could get away with that. Yeah, see, we got quite a few. We got the depths of it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got at least 7 stages. So we should probably cap it here, and we'll roll this into next week. Sorry about that. Didn't realize the controls were terrible. I don't have any more fun SeaWorld stories for next week. I was going to do the first half and give you guys the comedy jokes about SeaWorld, and then this week I was going to show you the map and then finish the game, but I'll think of something. Hey, maybe I'll ask one of my friends to let me borrow one of those really big inflatable vinyl pool toy whales you'd see at all the furry conventions. I'll have them ship it down. We'll blow the whole thing up. You know, I'll put it up here. It'll be 5 times bigger than fucking Atlantis right here, and it won't fit on frame. We'll just get real weird with it, okay? Have we unlocked all the... Hang on, this is new. This stuff is new, right? Are these new pictures? Look at that goober. Some of these are... Oh, that's a lewd photo. You can't show that. I can't show that. I gotta blur that. If you're watching this on the YouTube upload, there's gonna be a mosaic over that. I like how a lot of the pictures get rotated, nerd. Shamu wiggle. It really, you know, now that I've pointed it out, Shamu back dive squirt? You want to pick a different word there? That's weird. You're gonna notice it like that. You'll notice it in most of these pictures is that the dorsal fin is kind of hunched over like that, which happens a lot in captivity, which is not good. Hang on, look at this guy. Look, we got Jamie Heineman here. We're gonna get copyright striked for showing footage of Mythbusters in the middle of the stream. You know that, right? Like, I can't show this. That's how I feel. Yeah, we saw that one already. That's the porpoises. So we saw that one last week. We see the turtles? Look at the turtles! The sea turtles. I like turtles. I mean, they are kind of cute. I like them. They got weird bodies. Turtles have cute little faces. Look how cute he is. They got cute little faces, but they got weird bodies. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Tortoises also have weird bodies, but they're not as weird. And then we have all this beautiful artwork of my Shamu OC here. We looked at these last week, I'm pretty sure. I think we did. Yeah, exactly. I was making fun of that last week. I remember that. All right, so, what are you doing, Shamu? Oh, I thought Shamu was floating. I thought we were T-posing there. Okay, so, we'll definitely have to finish this next week, because we're not doing 7 levels in any reasonable amount of time, including a final boss in there somewhere. At least I know how to do the cool Ice Ice Baby move now. So we'll. What came first, Wave or Cool Wave? Right. Anyways, yeah. So my apologies, but it is. I did leave 1 week on the schedule this month open because I was gonna say if anything happened, because what game did we have to bump into? We did that like a couple weeks ago. I'll finish that thought correctly. It was the last half of Darkness 2025. We originally had Last Half of Darkness as one stream, and then Zahando asked for his birthday if we could do the second half of Tiny Tank, and then we did that. So last half got bumped into 2 streams, and then Tiny Tank also occupied the schedule. Shamu was supposed to be for 2, and then with the 3 streams we had, I had Lifeline for PlayStation 2 set for 2 of them, and then those eventually got dropped because we had to split last half and we had a Tiny Tank, and then now Shamu is going to take a 3rd stream, so that's going to fill everything. So that's fine. We'll start next season with Lifeline. Don't worry about it. That's the PS2 game with the microphone. I'll figure it out. So we'll do that. So yeah, we'll finish this next week. I know Lifeline's a nightmare. I'm probably not going to beat that game. I just want to play it to be able to say I've played it. I don't expect to be able to beat it. Okay, I know it's a pain in the ass, and I'm going to use my really nice Logitech USB microphone, and we'll do the whole thing. I just need to see if it'll work with my PS2. It gotta help you. Yeah, it'll. So, that said. You having fun? Me neither. Here, you take it. Anyways, we'll finish Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures next week. There needs to be a complete playthrough, and you're just the guy to do it. You showcase the whole game and make it fun to watch. That's why you're in favor of a 3rd Shamu stream. Come on, Shamu, let's do it 3 terms, all right? Why are you booing me? I'm right. So yeah, we'll finish it next week, and I'll do something else. Next week's Gator Unbox, though, is literally an entire case of Kinder Eggs. They had it's not an advent calendar thing. It's like the 12 days of something or whatever. They had them on clearance. Nobody bought it at the grocery store. So we'll, I got a whole bunch of those, and we're just going to see. Hopefully it's different things in there. If it's all the same shit, then I won't be as enthusiastic by about the 3rd or 4th egg. So we'll see. I've never done something dumb like that before. So we'll do that and we'll finish it. And then the 19th, Friday the 19th, Geek Boy has given me a nice insider scoop. A decade ago, Rocky and I did a little project called the Tiger Gamecom Experience on this channel. 10 years ago, there was not a lot of love for the Tiger Gamecom because nostalgia bait streamers and YouTubers hadn't mined it out yet and completely obliterated it and, ran it through. The re-res video for the worst ever series was not a thing. Stop Skeletons from Fighting hadn't done the big reveal of the Castlevania Symphony of the Night prototype that was found. Like all these popular YouTubers who came out and made these videos about the Tiger Gamecom Experience. I want to say even the Bad Game Hall of Fame did a whole highlight, a whole profile on the Tiger Gamecom. Yeah. Rocky and I's stream series predates all of that. We were some trailblazers, okay? But there were 2 games that did not work on the emulator we had. The emulator we used was actually the development suite that Tiger Electronics used to make games and debug them for the Gamecom. And it didn't work for Tiger Casino, and it didn't work for Jeopardy. But there is an updated Tiger Gamecom emulator that runs through archive.org, and Geek Boy has given me the heads up that those 2 games are playable with archive.org's version of the emulator. So, it has taken us 10 years, but we are going to double back and properly complete the Tiger Gamecom Experience. We're going to play Tiger Casino, and we're going to play Jeopardy. My justification was that the casino game didn't work, but the solitaire card game and this other thing did work, so I was like, that's close enough. And then Jeopardy didn't work, but the Quiz Whiz Cyber Trivia game worked, so I was like, that's close enough. So you got a taste of it. But we're going to go back and play those 2. we're going to feature those 2 games, and then I would like to refeature some of the other games of the Gamecom. A refeature of Sonic Jam, Duke Nukem 3D, Indy 500. I would like to play the Castlevania ROM if that's possible through archive.org's thing. Batman and Robin, maybe give the Lost World Jurassic Park a submitting in. I don't have a unbox plan for the 19th. The entire stream will be the Tiger Gamecom experience revisited, and we'll be able to do that. I'm not going to do Resident Evil 2 because honestly, it would be nice to actually play through that entire game. I might refeature RE2 Gamecom as its own Friday stream if the emulator manages like save data. I don't know if it does. I don't know if you can do a save state with the browser, but I don't know if you can. So I will look into that because Resident Evil 2 is ostensibly the best game on the Gamecom, and it's an interesting little oddity that it you know how they kind of took a 3D game and flattened it into like it's almost like a Mega Man Battle Network thing where you have like you have the foreground, the midground, and the background, and you can step on each of those 3, and the enemies kind of walk at you. It's everything's kind of on a grid where they move. It's just not a literal grid on the ground. It's just the way the sprites, the space they take in the screen looks. It's like a grid. So it's an interesting thing. I would like to finish that and play through it. So that'll be the final stream. The 11th, that's next week. That's Thursday. We're watching the Game Awards. Sorry. It's the final event that's pinned on the Discord, so we're going to tune in. I think that starts at what time does it say it starts? I think I did I clicked the wrong thing. So I think I have that stream set to start at 5:30. Seems a little bit early, but we do have to go through the nominees, and I think the stream actually starts the show. Oh wait, no, 5:30 to 9:30. That time zone seems incorrect. This Game Awards doesn't end it goes late, right? Hang on. Good. I love that I type so damn fast that I. So it's the Game Awards. Yeah, when do you watch it? Oh, the new Digimon game didn't get nominated for anything? It's because the developers didn't kiss the right amount of ass. Game Awards is fake news, by the way. I mean that. Like, dude, Jeff, your website loads like shit. I just want to know the time, okay? Just tell me the time. What time? What time do I add event to calendar? It's 5 days until the live show. I don't want to know 5 days. I want to know what time specifically. It starts at 6:30 to 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So I had it listed as 5:30 because we're gonna make fun of the nominees, and then I don't know why it runs until 9:30. I feel like it should run longer than that if the show itself is, I don't know. So it'll run past 9:30. So I just want to make sure I wasn't giving you guys the wrong intel. So yeah, that's Thursday at 5:30ish. We'll swing in, read the nominees, all that stuff, and then watch the Game Awards, and we'll cap that off. So, anyways, I think I wrapped everything up. I'm not missing anything. Again, my apologies for the Shamu game. We figured it out all by myself through sheer trial and error because I thought the controller was bad. I tried every combination. I thought maybe they got the L and the R backwards in the controls, and then the on-screen instructions didn't match the manual, and it didn't match what Google said, and found out that all 3 of them are wrong anyways. So, there you have it. So I'm gonna roll the credits. I'll see you guys Thursday for the Game Awards if that's your thing, and then Friday for this, and then a bunch of Kinder eggs. It'll be a fantastic. It'll be an extravaganza, an egg extravaganza. Even I don't know how I missed that joke the first time. Good night. Man, that's terrible.